Hey, it's Jackie Eister Songistry coming at you from Indianapolis, Indiana. And I have with me Lacy Phillips, a.k.a. the Uncle Earl. Hi, Lacy. How are you?
Hey, now. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing well.
Good.
Good. Now, good.
So,
it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, huh?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I feel very blessed to have you on my show, and I just want to say thank you so much because...
Yes, and thank you to you, too. I appreciate it.
Well, you know what? I had the pleasure. I haven't had the actual pleasure of meeting you, but I feel like I know you. Just through...
Our souls already know each other. We just haven't met yet.
Oh, yeah, but we will. We will. I see this coming. Anyway, I just, because I have to say this, I was reading, like I said, I've been reading all day about you. And you are an actor, singer, dancer, choreographer, creative director, music producer, songwriter, teacher, producer, host, and DJ. Okay. Oh, my goodness.
It's all lies. It's all lies, I tell you. They made me do it. They put a gun to my head.
No. But let's go back, because okay, when did your career actually start?
My career is almost over. No.
No.
My career started when I was a wee lad. Actually, I was a backstage kid.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was a singer back in the 60s and 70s. She was a Northern UK soul star. Sandra Reeves Phillips. She's had a few hits back in the day. And she was singing when she was pregnant with me. So I think just being in that embryonic musical cave, I was just feeling it and getting it, and I didn't even know what I was getting. I was getting something. And then when I came out here, she said I danced and kicked the whole 9 months, and she couldn't wait to get me out.
Oh, I bet.
So that started my dance career inside my mom. And then I came out here, and then, I was just always a very curious kid. I was like a sponge. I didn't speak much, but I was always very aware, and I watched and learned everything. And, from a kid, I always knew that I wanted to be a director and a choreographer. Don't ask me how I knew, but I used to get kids together in the neighborhood and put together shows, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Wow.
So that really started it, yeah. Like the neighborhood block. You remember we used to have block parties and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
That's when I started just grabbing kids and teaching them dances, and I didn't know what I was doing, but it felt good. And I was like, oh, I like this. And that really started my interest in the business.
Wow. Now,
organizing, and things like that, yeah.
Now, I know you went to school for music, and I'm really floored, and I can't believe the career that you've had, that you're moving forward, and now you have this new music that's also going to be coming out. I'm just like, wow.
Yes.
But I have to start with my questions here. First of all, you danced with Betty Davis and Miss Moffat at age 9?
Well, I was actually an actor and singer as a child.
Mm-hmm.
So I did, yes, I was in this show called Miss Moffat, and it's based on The Corn is Green. It was an Irish tale, and they changed it into a musical and adapted it to the South. So that's how we would live, Southern cheering. In the ensemble. So I got to meet. So it was Betty Davis, Nell Carter, Dorian Harewood, Marion Ramsey, Giancarlo Esposito, so many people who are doing things now came out of that. My first professional job. I got my union card at like 9. So, it went on and on from there. And then after that, I went and I played Travis on Broadway in Raisin, the musical version of Raisin to the Front. And I was about 12 at that point.
Mm-hmm. So you're what they call a Broadway baby then, correct?
Broadway baby. Literally.
Wow. That is just absolutely amazing. Wow. Now,
And I grew up too fast.
You think
I
so?
saw too much too soon.
Wow.
I saw it all. I was grown by the time I was 15. I was grown. I mean, even probably 12. I was like, I've seen it. I was like, been there, done that. Okay.
That's just absolutely amazing. That wow, that you've covered so much of this, and you're still doing it. You know what I mean? And you love doing it. I can hear it in your voice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I have. All right, let's get to the music. Yes, I can. Absolutely, absolutely. Now you have your artist name, which is the Uncle Earl, and you're going to be releasing your music.
Yes.
Are You Ready is going to be released June 20th. Catch the Beat,
which was this past Monday.
Yes.
This past Monday, yeah.
That's right. Okay, hello.
Yeah.
I'm going to go look at
it. Yeah.
And
as we speak, it's out there for sale.
Oh, yes. So definitely buy that.
Yes.
So
please.
Catch the Beat, which is a tribute to DJ Frankie Knuckles, will be released July 4th. Now, Frankie Knuckles sounds familiar to me. Didn't he do something, a remix for, what is her name?
He's done many remixes.
Tony Braxton.
Grammy Award-winning remixer.
Yeah.
He's done remixes for Mariah Carey, for Deborah Cox, for, so many people.
Mm-hmm.
So, and his famous song was the Whistle Song. Back in the day, a club track called the Whistle Song.
Really? I'll have to look that up.
Mm-hmm.
And you have...
Yeah, so he was a friend of mine, and we were actually supposed to do a single, like a collaboration for this compilation.
Mm-hmm.
So he passed away 2 years ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, I at least have to do a tribute to him since we didn't get to do a track. I have to pay him homage, so that's why I did this.
I'm so sorry. Wow.
Yeah. Another one too soon, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yes,
but
I do.
We all must transcend.
Yeah.
At some point.
Absolutely.
But he's still here.
Yes. I agree. I believe
he's his legacy alive.
Yes. And I loved Catch the Beat was awesome. All of them are, but
you like that?
Yes, I did. I was in here dancing all around. Round and Round.
Yes, Round and Round. That's a special one as well. I met this gentleman, DJ Brasileiro. I met him on Facebook actually yesterday. Well, a couple of days ago was our 3-year anniversary of friendship on Facebook.
Aww.
And we had never talked about doing anything or working. We were just friends, And then just recently this year, I said, hey, man, we've been friends all this time. Why don't we do a track together? He's like, oh, okay, man, I sent you a track. He sent me the track. I listened to it. I loved it. I wrote it in 15 minutes, and I sent it back to him. He's like, you finished already?
What?
He's like, oh, my God. And he loved it. I loved it, and it's Round and Round.
I loved it. I was in here and I was dancing all around. I'm like, you go, man. I couldn't believe that it wasn't you. I was just I love your voice. First of all, I was there going, wow, because I hear you speak, but I never got to hear you sing. So therefore, I was like, wow, listen to that.
Yeah, people think I'm just like a bass or baritone or something, but yeah, I can scream.
Well, you know what it is, because you have such a wonderful speaking voice. And,
thank you.
But anyway, let me get on here. You also, you still have the underground experience?
Yes, the ultimate underground experience.
Okay, and you're still doing that?
I still have what it is, Ultimate Underground is the project, but under the project, it's an umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
And under that umbrella, there's radio, TV, film, video, theater, and dance.
Okay.
Under the umbrella of Ultimate. So the show is the Ultimate Underground Experience radio show with Uncle Earl. And I started that. Wow, I'm into my 6th anniversary. I met you guys at the beginning.
That's right.
Isn't that something? We've known each other about 6 years. Yeah.
Wow.
You were
See,
like
I
one of
knew
my
that.
first artists I played.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I kept telling
See
Frankie,
how time flies?
wow. I know when I told Frankie, I said I was all excited because we had never had anybody like you that actually, played our music like that. And I was just losing it. Frank's like, Jackie, calm down. I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So thank you very much for that.
Call somebody.
I'm like, call my mom. But you worked with KCLA FM, and
Yes.
you were DJ for them.
Yes, I trained and started at KCLA FM. Then I went to KLED Live FM, and then I went to Southern Star Network. I was on 3 networks at once. I was syndicated like in over 100 countries, doing like 8 shows a week on 3 networks. I was a maniac.
Wow.
And then I was like, sure, can I break buddy? Whoa. I never slept. I never got any sleep. So I honed it all down, and then I released all that, and now I'm on Radioactive Broadcasting Network.
Wow.
With Miss
Lacy.
Barbara Beach.
My goodness. And wait a minute, but we're not finished yet. We have the Earl Hits record label.
Yes.
Launch
I
an
had
international.
to do it, Jackie. I just had to do it.
I can see that. But you launched in your international compilation, which is scheduled for July 28th at the Delancey.
That's the label launch party. The release party is the 28th, but the actual release of it should be right around the corner in August.
Wow.
To have the actual compilation out.
That is just, you amaze me. You really do. Because I can honestly say, as long as I've been in music, and my mom sang professionally too when I grew up in the studio. She used to, actually she was a jingle singer for a little while. She did the Campbell Soup commercial out of the Provocative Studios out of Danbury, Connecticut. And I was in the studio with her when she used to do her jingles. So when you say that, when you talk about your mom, it makes me feel good because, I was the same way with mine.
Just another tidbit. So I tried to piggyback on that just to give you a better idea of who my mom is. Did you see the film Lean on Me with Morgan Freeman?
Yes, I did.
She was Mrs. Powers, the music teacher that changed the school song.
Are you
sang Lean on Me in the
serious?
auditorium. That's my mom.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
well, your mom's one heck of a lady, though, and the reason I know this is because of so many times I've seen you put up stuff for her, and I listened to a couple of her songs. Didn't you put up songs that she did or a video?
Yes, I did.
And I was I was like shocked back from the computer. I'm like, wow. Now that's the kind of voice that I would love to have right there.
Yeah. And I'm working with my sister right now. We're doing a new musical. Her name is Mariska Phillips. And we're doing a new musical, stage reading of a musical called For All My Girls, which is like a throwback musical to the good old days of Happy Hour, and it celebrates the everyday diva, different types of women that come together for a night and just reveal and revel and release and succumb and support.
I would love to see that. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm hoping that I can actually get home sometime soon to Jersey, but I would love.
Oh, please come home.
I would love to. Are you kidding? We just had a tornado go through there. My mom called me and she's like, Jacqueline. I'm like, oh no. So anyway, can you tell me more about like your Broadway and stuff? I really don't know anything about Broadway. I've been to some plays. I've been to 2 plays in my life on Broadway, and that was it. And please tell me, because I love it.
Wow, it's strange when people ask me because I really don't remember everything I've done because I'm not one who likes to live in the past. I like to move through time. So I'll do a job, and it's like a step for me to move forward, and I don't look back. But it's hard to remember. I'll try for you.
Oh,
Okay,
please
we
do.
stopped when I was 12. Let me go from there.
Okay.
Raisin at 12. I did that for a couple of years, and then after a while, my feet and my legs started growing and hanging off. I couldn't sit on my grandma's lap anymore. And they're like, "You are too big to be sitting on a woman's lap. You got to get off the stage." So I had to leave that show. I outgrew the part.
Aww.
And I kind of took it hard. So I stopped singing. I stopped acting. I went through puberty, and I started dancing. So I started taking dance classes. I stopped, and I just shut up. I should have probably kept acting, singing. I might be a different kind of star. I don't know. But who knows? God did this for me. He did what he did, and I'm not ashamed, and I'm not sorry. But the next thing, I went through high school and training. Oh, I got a scholarship at Alvin Ailey, American Dance Center in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And out of that scholarship, I was asked to join the company of Sophisticated Ladies with Gregory Hines.
What?
And Paula Kelly.
I
and Dee Dee
love.
Bridgewater.
Well, I read also
with the Duke Ellington Orchestra.
The Duke Ellington Orchestra.
Yes, I can say I sang with the Duke Ellington Orchestra, sang and danced with the Duke Ellington Orchestra, and his son Mercer Ellington, and his granddaughter Mercedes Ellington hired me.
Oh my goodness!
I
you're
was a
just
green old bright-eyed 17-year-old at the time of the audition, and she took a chance on me.
Wow.
That was my first professional dance job.
You need to write a book. You need, actually, you know what you need to do, honestly? You need to do one of those books, online books, because you'd sell mass amounts, because I've never in my life met anybody that's had the creative career that you've had. Oh, my goodness.
I haven't either. I haven't even met you.
If you met you somewhere, you wouldn't know what to do. You just say, hey.
Right, hey.
You are special. But I'm
Frank must think I'm crazy. Do you think I'm crazy, Frank?
No, my husband, William's here. But actually, would you mind? William's been wanting to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind, because he worked with he actually worked with Nashville Ballet, so he would love to just ask you a couple questions, if that's okay.
All right.
Okay.
Sure.
Lacy, good evening. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. I keep falling off script. I'm sorry.
Listen, I had a couple of questions, if you don't mind.
No problem.
Excellent. Now, from what I understand, you've done a lot of choreography. Have you ever had to implement anything like stage combat or anything like that into your choreography?
Yes, I have. Stage combat, yes, I have implemented stage combat sometimes. Whatever the piece calls for, I try to go from the angle of truth. No matter what it is, it's a real situation. I use the real situation, even though it's theater, because art imitates life and vice versa.
Absolutely.
So, if it calls for it, it's like, hey, you've been in a situation where you've seen a fight or you've been in a fight, so just put that in.
Now,
you've been hit. You got people give you a few blows. You've given a few.
Excellent.
You know what that feels like and looks like.
Yes, we most
Steak on the
certainly
face.
Now, when you put the stage combat into your choreography, there was a particular numbering system. The one that because I have done stage combat myself, and the numbering system that we used was the Society of American Fight Directors.
Okay, yes.
Is that the same system that you guys used, or was it something completely different?
They do have that, but as a choreographer, we have leeway to be we have poetic license to do things that are not necessarily, how do you say?
True to form?
We can do, true to form or Lehman, because we're more creative and more imaginative sometimes, and it's musical. We put it on music count.
Sure.
So we do it maybe a different way than you might do. You might have terms for your strikes and blows. We don't. We just say kick, ha, ha, arm, grab, reach, and put it on a number and on the music. So it's a different language that you speak that I may not be familiar with.
Right. No,
but by coming together, the same, hint.
No, absolutely, and that's amazing that you said that. And the reason I was asking is because I've actually done both. I was I was a fight director for several Renaissance festivals, and myself and a couple of friends had also put something together with music that we had never done before. And that's why I was asking, because
how was that for you?
It was completely different than doing the stage combat for like the Renaissance festivals, because it when we did the Renaissance festivals, you choreograph it and it has a set, everything has a hit number, miss number, but doing it to music, it was a completely different aspect. You had to, it seems like you had to focus more, and like you said, true to form. It seemed like we were able to be more fluid with our movements.
Yeah,
when
more
it was
freedom.
Set to music. Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, I appreciate it. I'm gonna pass you back off to Jack.
So the way that the stage combat, you would say it's more photographic. It's like images, like boom, like positions, and like more technical.
Right. But like you said, on the stage,
would you say that or not?
No, that's absolutely correct. I agree with you 110%. Because like you said, when you're doing it in a play or in a theater form, you're looking more for that Kodak moment than you are a presentation of a real fight.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, listen, I'm going to pass you back off to Jackie, and I appreciate it.
Okay.
I just kind of wanted to see if...
No problem.
I've tried to explain it to other people, and they just, they don't see that.
They don't get it.
Aspect, right? All right, well, thank you very much. And
some people are just closed-minded, man. We all have to open our minds and be... That's how you become a valuable player. By open, I believe you're supposed to be a canvas to be painted on. If people come with all these preconceived notions and they have blinders on and they're not open. We need to be open in life.
Oh man, absolutely, and that's what I try to explain to people when I was doing when I was a fight director, because you had it's supposed to be this way. Well, you have to think it's like, okay, well it is, but technically yes, but does it make sense?
Right.
Okay.
There you go.
So I do have one other question, if you don't mind me.
Sure.
When you guys tour, do you guys take your own road crew, or do you guys implement like stagehands from local companies when you arrive on destination?
It's a combination. Sometimes it's both, and sometimes it's singular. Sometimes we have our own crew, but sometimes we'll pick up auxiliary areas in certain towns just to have someone familiar with the venue that can help us out if a problem arises.
Excellent.
But usually, like say for instance, I was on tour with Mariah Carey. We were a company of about 50, 60 people that I was in charge of, but we had our core people, but we picked up different people in every city we went.
Sure.
Just so that we have some people that could show us the ropes quickly, because we come into town, we don't know the venue. We have to set up, get it put up. But we need people who know what they're doing in the town, even though we have our thing, and they can help us out. So it's a combination of both.
Excellent. Well,
we all. That's what I'm saying. We all have to do that. It's a village thing. We all. When people are like too separate, this is mine. I did it. I don't jive with that, and I don't want to work with people like that.
Well, that's going to be my next question. Actually, is that because I've done a lot of stage work, and it kind of seems to me like it's either hit or miss with the people that we're doing the show for. It's like they either really appreciate and they try to help out they can, or they kind of get that I'm better than you attitude. And and have you? I'm just curious. Have you ever
room for that?
Right. Have you ever? Have you ever ran into stuff like that? I'm sure. I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every day. Everywhere. I mean, and I lived in La La Land for 20 years. Hollywood. So that's the land of fake belief.
Fake belief. Absolutely.
People say you lived in LA. I said no, I didn't live there. I survived it.
Wow. Well,
I survived LA.
See, it's so cool.
I'm a true native New Yorker.
Excellent. I was talking with Jackie, and she comes from the musical background, and I've played percussion myself, but it's we talk about stuff, but when we start talking about when this person hits their mark over here, or when they're not on the right not on the right mark, that it throws everything off, and it's hard to kind of translate that into like notes and music and stuff like that. So it's really refreshing to talk to somebody that understands both aspects of the music plus the theater of it, because it sometimes it just loses itself within transition.
Yeah, in translation, right? Yeah.
Well, Lacy, thank
you.
But
yeah, thank you.
All right, I'm gonna put you back on with Jackie, and you have a very blessed night.
All right, you too.
Okay, Lacy.
Hello there.
Hi.
I'm back. Sorry.
Oh yes. Well, now that you're back in New York now, are you planning
happily.
on? Yes, I could tell. Now, let me honestly ask you: what is the difference between the Western, like the California scene, as opposed to the New York, as far as like the music and the dancing? Is there a huge difference in the two?
Yeah. Sorry. Because LA is more like hurry up and wait, and New York is like, okay, we should have had it done yesterday. But as far LA is more, New York is more cultural.
Mm-hmm.
That sums it up in a nutshell. It's all about the marketing, the fashion of it, what's popular, who's doing it, who's on the scene, who's relevant right now. In New York, we want you to have your strong base and foundation to work off of. Out there, they'll make a foundation for you.
Mm-hmm. As we're in New York, you have to.
It's like the adverse coast is the adverse feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So in New York, we train to be total artists. In LA, they pick you and make you an artist.
I see. Now I understand that.
With a marketing machine and all that, they can make anybody famous.
Yeah,
in New York, you got to show it. If you don't show it in New York, you do not get it. They're like, come with the stuff.
Yeah. So in other words, it's earned. In New York, you have no choice but to earn it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I mean, I have a lot of friends who did do the transition. Some are successful at it, and some are not. But I'd say the people who have they may not be famous, but they have longevity, are the New York theater stage actors, because we have stamina. We have to do things every night on point. In LA, people go out there and that they can learn, they can do cut, paste, edit acting. You understand the difference? We learn continuity from beginning to end. They learn patchwork. Because they can do like, okay, just then, I didn't like the way I looked on that. I like the way I said, cut, we can just do that again. We'll fix it in post.
I see.
In Broadway, you can't fix nothing in post, and you're either in or you're out.
Wow. Well, yeah, I can see that.
That's a big difference.
Wow. So, in other words, if you've learned and you've earned in New York, then California is just basically you're falling into suit, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. But hey, it was a great. When I did go out there, I was out there from the 80s and 90s. That was the heyday of dancing in Hollywood and TV film. It's not like that anymore. So I got the last of it, the good, I think. They have So You Think You Can Dance with each other, but it's different. It's competition. We were doing real dancing. Not competition, not competing against each other, trying to outdo each other. We were just loving what we did, It's a different world.
Well,
different world.
Let me ask you something.
That show too, by the way.
Okay, you want to talk about dancing. What about like the dancers and stuff from the 30s, 40s, 50s movies compared to what we have now, in your opinion?
Wow. I love all the vintage footage and dancers. Let me tell you something. I feel like I should have been born in the 20s and 30s, because I always related to that style of dancing so much better than contemporary dancing and hip-hop and all that. And that's what I said. My first professional job was Sophisticated Ladies, with which 20s and 30s I was tap dancing and doing old jazz. And then I got to work with Harold Nicholas even.
What?
Of the Nicholas Brothers.
Uh-huh.
I did Sophisticated Ladies in Las Vegas with him. So I got to work and meet him, that legend. So I always had so that's where the name Uncle Earl comes from.
Really? Well, I was actually going to ask you.
See, I hooked you around to that. But when I was a little boy, my grandma used to always look at me. I had bow legs, pigeon toes, way back. I had a little pot belly, had a waddle in my walk. And my voice is, this deep voice. I had this deep voice as a kid. It was just lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, boy, you walk around here like somebody. I'm going to call you Uncle Earl. And then that name just stuck. Uncle Earl. That's how I got it. I was about stuck. I would think I was about 5 years old.
Wow.
My folks from the South, too, so the Southern Geechee people, they Earl is a common name down there. Earl, things like that, names like that.
What part of the South? What part of the South? What part of the South?
They're from South Carolina, Mullins, South Carolina, and Florida, like Tallahassee, Florida, Mullins, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, that area, all down there.
Okay, we're Virginia, Tennessee, North Carolina, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, my mom's born and raised in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Yes.
So, but anyway, I'm going to wrap this up soon.
Hello?
Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you now. Yes.
I'm going to wrap this up with you. And
okay.
I do appreciate so much with you hanging out with me and doing this today. And the first song that you guys are going to hear once the interview is done is called Are You Ready by the Uncle Earl. So you guys will love this. I cannot wait for you to hear this music. So I'm excited.
And there's a crazy video that goes along with it, too. I got to send that to you.
Oh, yes, please do so I can put that up. Oh, my goodness. But anyway, before you go, please do me a favor and tell your mother I said hello. I enjoyed so much watching, and I know you had done a little something for her. I think it was a couple of years ago, and I got to hear her sing. And I just want you to do me a favor and just say, Jackie said, hi, Mom.
I surely will when I get there. And guess what, Jackie?
What?
My mom is actually on one of the singles on my compilation with me.
Is she really?
Yes.
Wow.
On the compilation.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But anyway, are you, real quick before we do go, are you going to be doing any other radio or podcasting from New York?
I will. I mean, I had to put things on hold because I'm so busy between a few things, and I had to put that on hold, but I'll be bringing the radio show back in July.
Yes. All right.
July, which is right around the corner. Hello.
Oh, yeah. All right.
And here we are. Here we go.
Right.
So what I'm planning to do is possibly live stream and broadcast the release party.
Oh, cool. Well, I was going to do...
so you can feel like you're there, feel the vibe,
Oh, yeah. Hello. I can't... That's what I said. I'm looking so forward because reading all the stuff and seeing all the stuff that you can and have done, I'm like, I can't wait to see what else you have coming out. So, but anyway, Lacy, thank you so very much for being here with me and for giving me this opportunity. It really does mean a lot to me. So,
no, it's awesome. I thank you because, like I said, you guys helped me in the beginning when no one really believed in me with the radio show to trust me with your material to play on the show. You didn't know me from a can of paint, and you gave me a chance, so I have to pay back.
Oh, thank you very much for paying that forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could have been this screwy, psychopathic something or other trying to play your music, and you let me.
No, I was the one on the internet driving you crazy going, oh, you want music? Well, here's 5,000 songs. And you're like, whoa, yay, hey, nice, yeah. But thank you very much for giving Copper Ridge Studio a chance. Because we and Frankie and I do appreciate
Copper Ridge, right?
Yes,
Copper Ridge.
Copper Ridge Studio. So thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, Lacy, thank you very much for being with me,
You're
and
most
I
welcome.
truly appreciate it. And good luck with all your future endeavors. I know you're going to do wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'll be tracking you on Facebook.
Oh, I know you will.
Of
But
course.
thank
darling.
you, honey, very,
Okay,
very
thank you,
much.
Frank, too. Thank you, Frank.
And William. That was William you were talking to, by the way.
Yes. Everybody, thank you so much,
All right.
and have a wonderful, blessed evening there.
All right, you too, hon. Thank you.